Happy Monday, October 28th. We are at the end of October. I cannot believe how fast time feels like it's flying by. We are in Scorpio season, full on. So as always in the Daily Astro Shows, I'm going to be sharing the daily astrology horoscope for today. And let me know how you're all feeling in the live chat, in the comments below. Hermiller, hi Hermiller, says, we are officially on the roller coaster. Yes, we are definitely on a roller coaster. That's for sure. So before we get into the astrology, as always, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the Meg Moonbeam YouTube and Rumble channels, as well as the Beyond Mystic YouTube and Rumble channels. And my personal astrology consultations are available at the link in the description box below, consultations.beyondmystic.net. And I'm currently booking into April of 2025. So if you'd like to have a reading with me for next year, you can book in over at the link below. And want to mention also that our beautiful Ashala here on Beyond Mystic has her new dowsing workshop, Pendulum 101, available, which is getting rave reviews over on the Beyond Mystic Academy. And you can use discount code Pendulum10, all in one word, to get 10% off. So congratulations, Ashala, on the awesome new workshop and the rave reviews. Dowsing is a very cool form of divination, form of being connected to your body and getting the messages directly from your body. So yeah, how's everybody doing out there? Worsley now says lots of really weird, sort of scary dreams last night. Interesting. Well, sorry to hear that you're having some scary dreams. Does kind of make sense as we are in a, Scorpio season, okay? And, when we've got the sun in Scorpio for this month period in the Western astrology, Scorpio is the sign that rules our fears, okay? So we can be really having our fears coming to the forefront consciously in our waking life. That can also be in our dreams. Lakeside Laura says, yes, I had weird, scary dreams too. So, I've talked about this on some of the previous shows, and we'll get to the chart for today in a moment, but I've actually done some training in dreaming and lucid dreaming at La Piramades Retreat Center in Guatemala, and learned that, when we dream, we're in different dimensions, okay? And if we're having scary dreams, that can be one of two things. We're, a highly sensitive empath, and we maybe need to do a little bit of protection, be maybe a little bit more mindful of where we're putting our energy, what we surround ourselves with. But if we're already doing all that stuff, then we can have dreams where we are, very much in the subconscious realm, and we're playing things out. We're playing our fears out. We're working energies out in the dream time. So yes, we can have scary dreams and nightmares, maybe if we're not properly protecting our energy, or if we've been doing something maybe a little bit not in alignment. But also sometimes we can have nightmares or scary dreams when we're just processing something in the dreams time. So I invite you guys, if you are having some scary dreams at the moment, to ask yourself, what was in that dream? What is it showing up and showing you? Does it have anything to do with your personal fears or anything that you're processing or working through at the moment? Or, and Marcy says, I've had some bizarre off-world alien dreams. Interesting. Yeah. Or are we not properly taking care of our energy field? Are we looking at the screens too much? Are we not eating well? Are we around sketchy people? Are we doing sketchy things? So I invite you guys to ask yourselves that. And Hermiller says, salt baths have been so beneficial. Yes, salt baths are absolutely fantastic. I recommend those all the time, especially during the times that we're in right now. The energy is a little chaotic. It's scattered, and salt grounds and protects. So yeah, salt baths are amazing for us who are empaths during these times. So let's take a look at the chart for today. So we've had that moon in Virgo since Saturday. We've still got the moon in Virgo as I'm filming this, 24-degree moon in Virgo. Going to be in Virgo until later tonight. And then we've got the moon ingressing into Libra, which is lighter of a sign. Okay, so with that moon in Virgo, that can also be that can definitely be bringing up scary dreams, nightmares as well, because the moon and Neptune in astrology can deal with sleep, nighttime, our dreams. The sun in Scorpio is highlighting our fears, highlighting what doesn't serve us, highlighting what might not be in alignment anymore. And the moon in Virgo is very much about the details, self-criticism, and analysis. Also, stress and anxiety. Okay, so if you have been feeling a little bit more on edge the past couple days, we do have a moon in Virgo with Mars in opposition to Pluto. Very intense astrological aspect for the whole next week. It's going to be exact on November 3rd, that Mars in opposition to Pluto. So this is, I mean, the theme for this Scorpio season, for this day, for this week, this time is shadow work. Okay. Shadows coming up to the surface. And I've been saying this a lot lately. Pay attention to what is coming up for you. Okay. The signs, the synchronicities, the themes, even if they're things that aren't necessarily that fun to be dealing with, okay? If there's a theme coming up over and over, or there's a scary dream coming up over and over, or a fear or an anxiety, time to pay attention to that and what it has to reveal. Maybe there's something we're not paying attention to, okay? Maybe with that Mars in opposition to Pluto, we're not directing our energy in the best way in certain areas. And it's kind of like I'm hearing Spirit say, this is a day of recourse. We've got also exact Venus square Saturn today with exact Mars trine Neptune. So 2 exact aspects today, Mars trine Neptune and Venus in square to Saturn. So the Mars trine Neptune is nice because Mars is, been in his fall sign of Cancer. We can be feeling more moody, tired, irritable, having more of a challenge, maybe putting up those boundaries rather. But with the Mars exactly trine Neptune today, this is like divine intervention. This is paying attention to the signs and synchronicities. This is very powerful for any spiritual, meditative, prayer, visualization work. Also a very nice creative aspect if you're going to be doing anything creative today or for the whole rest of the week. We will have that aspect really strong. We've also got Venus exactly square Saturn today, which we will have that aspect for the whole rest of the week, as well as the Mars trine Neptune, but they're both exact today. So Venus in square to Saturn, it's like Granddaddy Saturn can be giving us some reality checks around our values, around our committed relationships, around our love lives, around what we denote as pleasure and beauties in life. So even though we've got nice Mars in trine to Neptune, beautiful aspect, we've got some harsh things going on. Moon in Virgo, Scorpio season, Venus square Saturn, Mars opposite Pluto. So if you're feeling a little bit intense, okay, Scorpio rules intensity, or you're feeling on edge, or there's some really intense stuff coming up, you're not crazy. Okay, I really believe this is the most intense Scorpio season of our lives. Pay attention to what is coming up and work with it, right? And one of the things about the sign of Scorpio is, I am a Scorpio, shout out to all my Scorpios. Sometimes we can be called negative or crazy because we're not afraid of exposing that shadow side, of expressing it, of giving attention to it, which, yes, can go into a dark place, right? Lakeside Laura says, thank you. I need reassurance. I'm not crazy. We're definitely not crazy. That's for sure. We don't want to be obsessed with the shadow side of life and like doing black magic. That's like, most people don't do that, right? Or criminality or really intense things. But we definitely need to acknowledge it to be healthy in our mind, body, spirit connection, because we're living in a realm of duality. Okay. We all have a light side and we all have a shadow side. So today and going into this week, the shadow side of the collective is majorly being exposed, and also in our personal lives. Okay. And also with that Venus in square to Saturn, it's like Granddaddy Saturn, malefic planet, and Pluto and Mars, 2 malefic planets in harsh, challenging aspect. So yes, Red Pill Rooster, hello, says definitely feeling edgy. Yeah, it's edgy. It's definitely edgy right now. And I said this yesterday when I did my Beyond Astro weekly forecast. The greatest piece of advice I can give you guys for this week is being very mindful, and this is coming from Spirit, it's not coming from Meg, being very mindful of your action, where you direct your life force energy, right? Mars is directiveness, where we direct. Mars is also life force energy. Where are we directing that? And is it positive? Does it serve us? Or is it Pluto, negative and doesn't serve us and actually really toxic? Okay. So this is a time with this Mars in opposition to Pluto where if you have personal issues that are unresolved, they're totally coming to the surface right now. Okay. And yeah, with that moon in Virgo over the weekend and for most of the day today, we can be feeling hard on ourselves about that. But the truth is, none of us are perfect, and self-love is really, really important. So trying not to be too hard on ourselves. And okay, if we're feeling anxious or we're feeling stressed or we're feeling edgy or we're feeling whatever it is, something that really helps me is to just, if I'm ever feeling like that, stop whatever the heck I'm doing and consciously breathe. Just consciously breathe and be with whatever it is that you're feeling. And I like to ask my feelings, what are you offering me right now? What are you trying to show me right now? I love you. What are you trying to show me right now? Is there something I'm not paying attention to? Please make me feel whatever that is. I don't know if you guys just saw something flew across the screen. Please help me feel clearly what I may not be acknowledging right now. Maybe a shadow aspect that doesn't serve me for my highest good, that's ready to be purged with all this Scorpio energy, right? Or please show me through signs, synchronicities, dreams, what I need to be paying attention to right now. So this is a huge cleansing and purging moment. Bonnie says, my birthday, November 3rd, stressful and exciting times ahead. Well, happy almost birthday, Bonnie. And I said this yesterday, but I'll say it again. All my fellow Scorplings out there, okay, in our solar returns for this year, we're going to have that Mars-Pluto opposition in our solar return birthday charts. So the whole collective, we're actually all working with this Mars-Pluto opposition going into the new year. Okay, you guys aren't going to be happy with me saying that, but Mars is at the end of Cancer right now, direct, and Mars is going to be going retrograde in December. So we're going to have this Mars-Pluto opposition again going into the new year. So this is something collectively that we're working with, all of us, is where we direct our action, shadow work, major cleansing, needing to take action in the positive areas, self-healing. But for Scorpios, Bonnie, like you and I, for the whole next year, we're under the influence of this Mars-Pluto opposition right now. So Scorpios, okay, we do rule the dark side of life. We do rule the shadow. And Scorpios, please be mindful of your shadow side right now, what you have coming up for you as challenges or triggers. And please work with those things. Don't poo-poo those things, because we are the sign, and not just Scorpio suns, Scorpio sun, moon, risings, major placements, Pluto and Scorpio generation, because you're ruled by the planets Mars and Pluto. So, Scorpio rules self-sabotage and just intense aspects of life. Just want you Scorpios to be mindful that we got that Mars-Pluto opposition working with us, okay? So it's exposing our traumas, our healing journey, what we need to let go of to move forward. It's not trying to punish us, but also if you're not paying attention to those things, we might be totally operating out of our shadow side and like ruining our lives, okay? So just being really mindful where you're putting your energy, okay? And Belinda says, new moon coming November 1st or 2nd. Yes, new moon in Scorpio on November 1st. So I'll talk about that as we go throughout the week as well. Okay, want to mention to you guys that our lovely Carla over at Ascension Organites has a Divine Masculine sale on her masculine pyramids, 30% off until November 4th. You guys can go check that out over at ascensionorganites.com. And I love my pyramids from Carla. They feel so good. I love Organites so much. they're grounding, they protect us from the EMFs and negative energies. So I think this is a Taurus one that I have because I'm a Taurus rising. So shout out to Carla. She's so magical. We love her, and her pyramids are awesome. So yeah, intense times, you guys, but we're getting through it. We're here, and the universe doesn't throw anything at us unless we can't handle it. So love you all so, so much. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the Meg Moonbeam and Beyond Mystic YouTube, Rumble, and X channels. Oh, and almost forgot to say, I'll be live at, I think, 5 p.m. Eastern for the November astrology forecast, the November Astro Woo on Beyond Mystic and the Meg Moonbeam channels. So see you guys for Astro Woo. We'll talk about the astrology for November, for the collective, and all 12 signs. Love you all very much and have a magical day. Bye.